Hey, what's up, friends? We're here for hamstrings and glutes. This is obviously hamstring focused. We're going to get the right angles so that we're not letting the quads take over. We've got about 50-50 hamstring focused moves, glute focused moves. Obviously, our compound lifts, the two work together. So we've got our sumo squats, we've got Sumo RDLs, we have hip thrusts, so you will need a shallow bench. If you don't have that, you can achieve your hip thrust from the floor, but you're going to get a little bit better range of motion with a shallow bench. So I have mine here. That's coming in superset number 1. I have heavy dumbbells today, so think, like one heavy dumbbell for sumo squats, or you can use your barbell or your multiple sets of heavy dumbbells, but you do need heavy options today. I would say you can go lighter for step-ups. We will have hydrants coming in at the end, as well as hamstring curls. So I have multiple options for hamstring curls. You can use a Swiss ball, you can use a moderate to light dumbbell lying flat on your belly on the mat. If you're at the gym, you can choose one of the hamstring curl machines. Doesn't matter which one, whatever you prefer. So that's coming in at the end of the workout. We have a quick dynamic stretch together, brief warm up, and then we'll get it going. So I'm gonna go with a lot of hip opening work in the warm up. Let's reach it up nice and tall, come to the top of your mat, inchworm it out. We've got 3 inchworms, and then we're gonna get into some hip opening work. The hips are tight for me. And you don't wanna squat or deadlift when the hips are tight. Big step outside of the right hand. Drop that back knee. Oh my gosh, this feels awesome / terrible. Reach it up, drop the elbow, down and in. Repeat. Little T-spine stretch. I love this move because both hip flexors are being stretched in different ways. Place that hand down. Go ahead and bring it back to your down dog. Pedal it out, stretch the calves. And then we're gonna bring those hips forward. Same thing, other side. Big step. Drop that back knee. Reach it up. You can take this nice and easy if you're tight like I am. There's no need to rush. Make sure you've got a good breathing cadence. We're not holding our breath. Good. Place that hand down, step it back into your down dog and pedal. Inch those feet toward the hands. Awesome job. We're gonna hang here in sort of a forward fold / ragdoll, whatever you prefer. Good. Start to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Big inhale, up. Exhale, down. Let's tilt that heel down, point the toe up. We're gonna come almost like in a hinged and scoot motion. So we hinge first. And that's important because I want you really focused on hinging back instead of falling forward in your stretching. There's a big difference. So you're gonna feel that pull in the hamstring. And then once we feel that pull, that little bit of resistance, we're gonna drive it up. same motion as if you're deadlifting or even single leg deadlifting. We love some good hamstring stretching. Awesome shit. Here we go. One more. Oh, so good. Okay, we're gonna get into some lateral lunge stretching. Sort of go for that inside part of your heel. Awesome. Sending those hips back. Awesome shit. Last one right here. Good. Last move, we're going to take an over the log. So, oh my God, I love dynamic moves like this that really work on your range of motion. Woo. I want you to start to think about like how many movements and different stretches that we do to prepare for a workout and in our workouts actually help you with what you do every day. Like I can think of so many times I'm out with my kids and I'm chasing them. Somebody's like running in the woods or somebody's like running in the park and I've got to like climb up on things or hop over shit to get to them. Like, and all of like the grocery shopping, you bend down, you pull up the groceries. Like if you are for a second not conscious of your daily functional movements, like picking up things and putting them up high, like if you are not really engaging your core, for example, and you're just kind of like bending over like that and standing up, this is how those little like tweaks, and I don't want to say injuries, but like this is how we get muscle pulls, and this is how, you know, we accidentally tweak our neck or our shoulder or our low back. Like our core is such a foundational piece of almost every type of movement that we do throughout the day, and a lot of us are just sitting. We're sitting, we're typing, we're on our phones, we're not ever opening the body up. Take a second and just bring those arms up, big exhale down, big inhale up, exhale down. Anytime I'm stretching, I like to do what I can to like open everything up. So everything, like big arm swings, exhale down. I know we're not working the upper body today, but it's a good thing to open up that body and get into those imbalances, the stretches that you need. Like even just like shifting like that just tweaks something for me. All right, take the next 30 seconds, stretch out anything else that you might want to stretch out. I'm gonna open up my hips slightly in a yogi squat because I'm not quite there yet. But our first superset, we have our sumo squat holds. We've got 8 to 10 reps. I'm gonna be using one heavy dumbbell for that move. We have 4 sets, so keep that in mind. I would like you to take a linear progressive approach. So maybe you start with a working set, not an easy weight by any means, but just like a lighter working set to get yourself comfortable and confident progressing. So if you're starting out with maybe 10 repetitions with a moderately heavy dumbbell for that first set, maybe you take sets 2, 3, and 4 and commit to 8 reps with, you know, a heavier option essentially. We definitely don't want to be burning out, but we want to be training very close to failure. And then we have our hip thrusts, 8 to 12 reps. So we're just going to take regular full repetitions for those. Don't be afraid to go heavy. It's hip thrusts. So we are working hamstrings and glutes in that movement together. Cool. Cool, cool. Sumo squats, we're going to be working mostly the glutes. But I want you taking the appropriate angle so that quads are not taking over. Example, when we tend to keep our torso to our shoulders more upright, then our quads will take over. If we take just a slight forward lean, just a little boom right here, that's it, that's all it takes. And then go into the squat from this position while staying slightly bent, even at the top of that rep. All right, that's what we're looking for. I'm calling this my working set. It's not a warm-up set by any means. I'm still being challenged by the weight, but I'm taking a minute to really get my angle, my range of motion right, and really nail the form, okay? So form, quality over quantity in all of your foundational movements, your compound lifts, I want you to really take the time and understand the mind to muscle connection you're creating. It's so, so, so important to do that. Great. First set of 10. Moving things over to our hip thrusts. I'm going to use all of the resistance and see how that feels. And then I have dumbbells to add on top of this resistance. So give yourself multiple options. We can improve time under tension by adding pulses and half reps. With full reps, I want you to think in terms of adding more resistance or weight. We've got 8 to 12 reps. That's a decent range, okay? It's a decent range. I want you getting very close to failure. Oh, the shaking is normal. The shaking is normal. All right. Awesome. Set number 1 is done. I want you to think about what progressions you're going to take. I'm going to grab maybe a 30-pound dumbbell for my next set of those to get extra resistance. 30-second recovery. At least 30 seconds, okay? Up to 2 minutes. Don't rush it. I know this is the point where now most people are like, ooh, I'm like 5 to 10 minutes in to the workout and I have X amount of things on my to-do list. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And your focus starts to wander. I need you here if you're committing to be here. If you get 5 minutes in to your workout and you want to stop, I'm giving you full permission to do that, okay? If you can get your shoes on, get your shit together, and get the workout started, but you want to bail 5 minutes in, full permission to do that. Sometimes you're overtrained, you didn't get enough sleep. Doing a full workout might do more harm than good in certain situations. It's usually the exception, but take that mindset, take that approach. Because if you cannot truly focus on what you're doing in here, you are not going to get a good, effective, quality workout in. So I give you full permission right now. This is your out. Hit the quit button. Come back to this workout another time. Or you commit to getting focused, being stronger, committing to your strength goals, committing to the process, and shutting off every other distraction that you feel right now. So if you are with me, cool, let's continue. And if not, also cool. There's no judgment, no shame, anything. If you are hitting the stop button, that is fully an option for you. Okay? I want you to completely understand the difference there. And if you're with me, let's go for set number 2. I'm taking a heavier weight this time. Same angle, same mind to muscle connection, same form, same quality. And I probably might fail at 8 reps versus 10, which is still a progression. Breathe through it. I hit 8. I definitely have 2 more reps in the tank. And the way that you're going to know if you're training close to failure, honestly, is just to do it. Until you can really understand the difference between leaving 5 reps on the table, 2 reps on the table, or no reps on the table, like, you cannot complete that next rep. That's till failure. But until you start doing it, you're not going to know how it feels. So there's something to be said for literally just not thinking about it and just taking the action. So can I do 1 more? And if the answer is yes, you go for it, even if you fail halfway through it. Good. Now, in my mind, I was failing at 8, but I actually went for 2 more because I got to 8. And I said, I think I can do 1 more. And I did. And then after that, I said, I think I can do 1 more again. So that is literally how you just do it. When there's no expectation, there is no judgment, and the goal, if you know the goal is to fail, you look at failure different. If you're looking at failure as a negative thing, you're likely to never push yourself to actually do it because you think it's a negative thing. It's actually a positive thing in every area of your life. It is important to fail. The only place you want to seek failure, specifically seek it out, is right in here. Everywhere else, it will happen without you wanting it to happen, but then your goal is to shift, adjust, deal with the challenge instead of resisting it. Our whole life, we are resisting failure because we don't like how it feels, and we are unsure, and we're not going to know what to do. If you look at failure as a welcoming part of every process, something everybody goes through, opportunities to learn from the failure and grow, then you will resist so much less and less frequent than you're doing right now. In here, I actually want you to fail. I want you to fail because that's the only way to really make progress. Set number 3. Awesome job. Set number 3, arguably the hardest set of every workout, because you've already done it twice. You know how it feels. And then you also know in this scenario with the superset, you still have one more after, so it's not your last. This is why I like to get the hardest part of the workout done in the beginning so that you know you can do hard shit. Breathe through the shaking, come on. Awesome, awesome, awesome job. If you can commit to breathing through that shaking, the shaking is normal, it's inevitable. Breathe through it, that means that your body's changing. You're actually changing your body because you're working hard and you're training hard. Recover. I want you lifting with the same exact volume, intensity, or more for this last set. Now, understand something. We're not taking every exercise and going till failure. That's not the vibe. We're taking 1 to 2 exercises and training till failure or very, very close to it. Okay, so with me today, I'm choosing to do that with sumo squats and this move right here. All right, everything else is gonna be still pretty challenging, but I'm gonna be pretty confident to leave, 2 to 3 reps on the table. With these 2 moves, I want to go very close to failure. That's why I hit 12. Last time, I'm going for 12 again with a heavier weight. Here we go. Last set of sumo squats. Weight back in those heels. Create that mind to muscle connection. Boom, create the right angle. Keep a slight bend in those knees, even at the top of the rep. How can I increase range of motion or time under intensity, time under tension to increase intensity? Awesome shit. Sumo squats are done. Take them off the table. Last set of hip thrusts, and then hop. What do we got next? We've got Sumo RDLs next on the program. Wow, this set's gonna suck. Oh, I'm probably gonna fail early. And guess what? That's okay. That's actually what I'm looking to achieve here. I had in my mind that I was failing at 8. Oh, somehow, some freaking way, I made it to 12. Crazy how that happens, right? Your mind's gonna quit on you before your body ever will. I am just saying. Just saying. Quick sippy sip of water. All right, we've got low rep, high volume, Sumo RDLs. Let me get my barbell and roll it in. Getting the barbell into frame is always a workout in and of itself. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Cool. Let's get that in there. Move that out the way. 4 to 6, 3 sets. We are fully resting in between every set, okay? Be cool with that. Be all right with that, up to 2 minutes. There's no rushing. Quality form, so make sure you get that bar nice and tight to your body, nice and tight to the shins. We bend down in this position from the floor, okay? So from the floor, I want a bent position, not a hinged position. Good. All of the work, all of the load in the hands and the glutes. Take a breather. Strength training definitely hits different when you're not bogged down with doing jumping jacks and burpees and skaters and sprints when you should be resting. Because if you actually rest, then you might be able to lift with more volume, lift with more intensity, actually recover. And if you get enough protein and you eat enough carbs on the front end and the back end, then your body can actually do its job. Your body will have enough glycogen stores to complete the workouts because you're eating carbs. And then if you fuel with protein after the fact, your muscles can rebuild and replenish the way that they're supposed to. So you can build that muscle and over time lose body fat by raising your basal metabolic rate. That is exactly the goal when you're in here, is to burn more fat and calories while you sleep, not because you're doing shit in between sets when you should be resting. Here we go. Set number 2 of 3. I had, again, in my mind, I was failing at 4, and I went for 6. Let's rest. We've got one more set. After this set, we move on to step-ups. Last set. With your step-ups, I'm using a chair. You can use a moderate size bench. You can go light dumbbell, moderate dumbbell, or body weight. I'm gonna see how I feel. I might take it low dumbbell or body weight, or you could take a resistance band if you need a little bit more control there. Here we go. This is our last set. Let's make every rep count. Good stuff, you guys. Let's roll that barbell out of here since that's done. If you want to take a progression, like a linear progression, as if you've been doing, or like you've been doing this whole workout, take a body weight or lightweight, maybe go a little bit heavier in your next set and in set number 3. But we've got 8 per side. I'm taking a glute focused step up. So my hinge, my angle coming forward over the knee here. I can still see my toe, obviously. This is my angle, okay? 90 degrees, but I, from the torso up, am hinged, okay? The load is in the butt cheek, all right? Butt cheek and a slow control on the negative, okay? The eccentric, pressing up through the front heel. Last one. Good. Now again, if you're at the gym, you can also take this move and apply it with a cable machine. So your cable here, you can use the cable like bar for support. That's also a phenomenal way to get control and really feel that mind to muscle connection in the glute. Last rep, nice under control, slow and steady with that tempo. Now, if you're using just body weight, keep in mind, like, I'm pushing all 140 pounds of myself, okay? Like, same way you do push-ups, like, you're pushing up your body weight. It's not nothing. It's just the weight of your body. Pull-ups, again, pulling up all of the weight of your body. And I've got, again, 140 pounds. Good stuff. Woo! This right? This way. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I hate when I screw up which legs I'm working. Good shit. Last set, best set. Benefits of unilateral. One side gets a rest every single time, which is phenomenal. Halfway there, again, don't lock out the knee. Oh, good shit. Awesome, awesome work. All right, step ups are done. We've made it to my favorite part of the workout, the end. We've got 8 hydrants, body weight or resistance band. I'm going body weight, 8 per side, and then 8 to 10 hamstring curls. Again, pick your poison for your hamstring curls. You can choose a machine, seated or lying. It's your preference. Swiss ball or dumbbell if you're at home. Ooh, so good. Why is the hardest thing in the world for me clamshells or hydrants? Deadlift 155, no problem. Can't do a hydrant, body weight only, so it doesn't make any sense. I'm taking the Swiss ball approach for my hamstring curls. Oh, my postpartum mamas, we love this because we're engaging the glutes, the core, strengthening our pelvic floor, This one is so, so good. And you can do it anywhere. That's what I love about this move. You can do it literally anywhere. 8 to 10 reps. So good. Now, if you are like as fatigued as I am, and these low impact moves feel like a struggle to you, that's a good thing, because it's normal to be tired at the end of a workout. Look at all of the things that you've done in the workout. Do your best to try to keep that upper body nice and still. We're not wasting any energy in weird movements. We've got a nice, solid tabletop position, and all of the focus in this move is in that outer glute working. The reason it feels hard and challenging too is because these are smaller muscles we're targeting within like a larger muscle area. So like the side glute is like actually a really small muscle area within all of the glutes to target. And when we're working on accessories like at the end of a workout, it's difficult because they're smaller muscle areas we're targeting, but we've also already worked the main areas. So everything is kind of like fatigued, and you're forcing a small area to carry the majority of the load, if that makes sense. And that's why I'm shaking. Last one for me. Oh, so good. Whoa. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We've got one more step. Draw the navel in, take a second. Try to create a neutral spine. Actively just create that neutral spine. I felt my spine dipping down and like in a cat-cow. We're not in a cat-cow. We've got a neutral head, neck, and spine. And then we go. Same thing, switch up. Last set, best set. Here we go. Lift the hips. Oh, let the hands do the work, and the glutes. Oh. So if you've always let the quads take over, oh my God, this move is it. This one is it. All hamstrings, all glutes. The shaking is normal. All right, let's hydrate, eat, make sure you stretch, move, walk, move outside of this workout today. Awesome, awesome shit. Way to work, way to lift heavier, create a different mindset, actually achieve something. Create a focus in achieving something is always, always, always going to give you a better result than just showing up to check off a box and go through the motions. So I applaud you for that. Go hydrate, eat, slay the rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.